Good morning to one and all. I'm discussing session 3 of organizational behavior, topic scope and application of organizational behavior. First point I have taken here, skill development, or it is also called development of skills. It is an essential requirement for every individuals for the entry to the exit of their job or work. So without skills, proper skills like communication skills or computer skills or whatever it may be, so which according to the job or according to the work performance, they needs to have that skills. Without these, they can't survive, they can't succeed in the workplace. So appropriate skills are required skills for that particular job needs to be obtained by the individuals. Without this, they can't survive. So that's why every individuals, they must know what are their strength, weakness, opportunities and threats in the work environment, and they have to work along with that. So they have to be increase their, even they have to put more efforts on that strength and opportunities, and they have to try to overcome from their weakness and threats. So second point I have taken here, personal growth through insight into human behavior. So here the organizational behavior which helps the individuals to know themselves and understand others also, and by observing and understanding others behavior, so even we can individually know where we are lagging behind, what we are doing wrong things, and what improvisation I can do it from by observing from the others. So it is again possible for their individual growth or a personal growth when we go insight into other different human behaviors. So which is again possible, it is possible through organizational behavior. Next point I have taken here, the enhancement of organizational and individual effectiveness. So here, so every individuals, firstly they have to see their individual targets and achievements. With that, they have to make the improvisation or increases their efficiency and effectiveness. Indirectly, it has the enhancement of effectiveness of the overall organizational objectives. So when they are individually doing well, so it is nothing but they are doing well to the organization. It is applied. So that is enhancement of individual, and along with that organizational effectiveness is again possible by studying organizational behavior. Next point we are taken here for the discussion, sharpening and refining of common sense. So here the managerial or a manager, he has to involve in the dealing of different types of people, because every individual is different from their respectives. So that's why here they have to be like sharpen with the unwanted behaviors, and they have to refine it, and we have to enhance the required or matured behavior in the organization, because everyone's observe everyone others behaviors. So in that we have to be like there should be a positive behavior should be enhanced more rather than following a negative, because a senior how they going to behave, or elder how they going to behave in the home, so youngers will be also followed their own characteristics. So that's why, so every existing employees needs to be well mannerly behaved in the organization, because newly entered employees also will observe those employees behavior, and they also follow that. This is very impact to the organization. That's why, so we have to sharpen and refine it when and where there is a need of refining of a behavior. That is the job of the managers, other leaders. So this is about the scope of organization behavior. So here I have taken one of the picture. Here the whole organization is divided into three parts. That is, this is individual when it comes to groups, and this is the overall organization. Here the scope of organizational behavior, which talks about even individuals in their values, their learning habits, their personality, perception, attitudes, their motivation, their leadership skills, and their job and satisfaction level. everything it's need to be given importance. And when it comes to group, how they're going to behave in the groups, and how they are dynamic and flexible enough to act and behave in the group, and how they're maintaining the relationships, what are the conflicts or misunderstandings or grievances in the group along with the group members. This is again needs to be studied. And what are their communication levels, how they maintain, this is also needs to be focused. And what are the leadership skills or leadership models which are have to be followed for the enhancing of a good mannered behavior in the organization. With this individual and the group, we have to see, and we can see the overall organization structure, the culture of the organization, and what is the adopting a change level in the organization, and overall the development of organization, how an individual and group, so they are focusing for the enhancement of organizational effectiveness. This is about the overall scope of organizational behavior. Next, I have taken the concept of what are the fundamental concepts of organizational behavior. So fundamental concept means basic concepts which relates to organizational behavior. First point I have taken here, the individual difference. So every individual, every human being is different from others. We can say all the fingers in the hand is not equal. They are individually important in their respective. So every individual has their own beliefs, values, traditions, and their trust like that. So when it comes to organization, the people's intention or their focus should be common for the achievement of the goal or the, increasing of effectiveness. But when it comes to their personal world or personally, they are different. So by all those differential behavior or differences, we have to make it collaboratively. So collectively, they have to work for the need or a common end. So every individual is different, and they have come from different background and families or societies. So here in the organization, so the study and for the achievement of a common goal, so it is very much needed. So second point, that is a whole person. So when the organization or the company, when we are going to recruiting a people or selecting or hiring a people, we are not physically a person, we are not hiring them. So even we are hiring their likings, dislikes, their pride, prejudice, and their beliefs, thoughts, everything. So because he is not a machine, he is not a material, he is a human being, along with his thought-provokings or thought process, or with his social background, all those we are hired. He is a whole man, whole person, we are hired or we are recruited to the organization. So next point I have taken here, human dignity. This is very much important. So every individuals are different, of course we know that. So and every individuals have their own dignity in their workplace. They have to be maintained, and they have to be given the whole respect in their dignities. So here, treating the people with that respect and in that higher manner, it is again very much important in the organization. No person cannot be ill treated or not like respect will not be given like that. So it should not be done. So maintaining of dignity in the work, dignity of a labor, it is very much needed in the organization. We have to maintain that dignity level in the organization. Next point I have taken here, organizations are social systems. In the first meaning itself, we have I have told that we have discussed that organization is a social entity. Okay, so social system, the activities which are governed by social laws, psychological laws which are related to human society, everything. So organization or a business, it is a part and parcel of society. We can't escape. We can't say like we are not related with the social values or different traditions like that. So it is a social system or a social entity. We have to follow and abide with all the rules, laws, regulations, and we have to go along with those social values in the economy. So next point I have taken here, mutuality of interest. So here one statement I have taken that organizations need people and people also need organizations. So this is both of their need to be like a fulfilled. Even organization, it is a human purpose, human oriented, and people also for their livelihood need the organization for the employment purpose. So here the mutuality interest to be given. Mutually we have to respect each other. So organization is also have the concern about the people, and people should work for the entire organization goals. So we can't say we can't work for the organization because we are earning, we are getting penny from the organization means, so we have to be give our best to the organization. Next point I have taken here, caused behavior. So behavior of an employee is caused. So it is acted or reacted. It is not like randomly happened, because behavior means it is suddenly we can't tell it is not of my knowledge like that. So directly or indirectly our beliefs, either it may be wrong or right, so it has to be happened with our best interest. So here the organizational behavior, so what we can say, it is has the cause and effect. Okay, so it is a caused behavior. We can't say and we can't escape from our caused behavior. So next point and the last point, that is holistic concept. Holistic, nothing but togetherness, together. So here we can say it is a social concept. People in the organization, their work as a whole person, as we can hire as a whole person, and they act as a whole group, whole organization, and the whole social system. So we can't say it is my own, it is my related to my own personal like that. So it is the lastly we can say it is for organization, for the organization, to the organization by the individuals. So this is about the holistic concept, nothing but whole social system. Togetherly we have, every individual have to act in the organization. So this is about the fundamental concepts which included in the concept of organizational behavior. So when it comes to lastly revision part, in the scope of organizational behavior, we have developed we have discussed various points, like a skill development means nothing but we have to develop various appropriate skills needed by the work. Secondly, we have discussed personal growth through insight into human behavior. So we have to understand ourselves and others to grow our personally or individually. Next point we have discussed, that is we have to enhance individual and or overall organizational effectiveness. And lastly we have discussed about sharpening and refining of common sense. So we have to see where there is unwanted and wanted behaviors which is happening. So unwanted is to be removed and wanted are mature behavior which has to be enhanced. So next concept we have discussed, that is various fundamental concepts of organizational behavior. In that we have discussed first point, individual difference. Every individual is different in their respective, so they are not common. So every individual is different from others. So secondly we have discussed a whole person. When we are recruiting or hiring a person, we are hired with a whole person, like with his psychological thoughts, psychological likes, dislikes, their social background, family backgrounds, everything we are adding to our organization. So third point we have discussed, that is human dignity. We have to maintain and we have to give the respect and we have to treat the humans in their dignity. We can say that dignity of labor, where there is a need of providing the respect or treatment, well treatment, it has to be provided. So no individuals can be treated badly or ill treated. So next point we have discussed, organizations are the social systems. So it is a social entity where there is a involvement of various peoples from the various backgrounds of the economy or the society. So next point we have discussed, that is mutuality of interest. Here organizations need people and people again needs the organization. So both has the purpose and those both purpose needs to be served effectively. So next point we have discussed, it is a caused behavior. So every individual behaviors are it is like has the cause and effect relationship. We can't say it is happened by unknowingly. So because we are human beings, we have to think and act, we have to think and react. So every behavior what is happened because of cause, and what the behavior happened which has the impact or effect also. So that's why every individual, before reacting, before acting, we have to think and do that activities. So lastly we have discussed, that is holistic concept. Nothing but, so every organization we have to be treated as a whole, as together. So it is a whole individual person, a whole organization, or a whole group, or a whole social system, we can say it. Okay, so these are the fundamental concepts which we have discussed in this session. Thank you very much.